Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber. This is Ames in Progress. And we have 5 dinner ideas for your week ahead because I already had to plan my meals and put all the recipes into the WW app. I might as well share that information with you so your week just got a little bit easier. So all these recipes are written down below in the description box for all of you who are not on WW, so you can still have access to these recipes. But if you are on WW, there's a link there that will take you straight over to the app. You can edit it, so if you want to change the reduced fat cheese I'm using to to fat-free cheese, you can do that in the app. It's ready to go for you. I have the day off. I've already gone on a 2-mile walk. I'm about to go to the dentist, and I thought, let's just do this real fast so I can get this edited, so you can have it tomorrow. Because I am running behind, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Meal 1 this week is going to be a roast, and that's because it's my wedding anniversary, and we're not going out yet. We're gonna wait on going out for lunch when my daughter's at school, but I don't wanna cook all day, but I want it to feel a little bit special, you know? So I'm gonna do a chuck roast. I do not have anything linked for this one because I weigh everything out separately. I like to buy a chuck roast. The size of chuck roast varies. So that's why I don't really ever put it in the tracker because how much potatoes and all that depends on how much chuck roast I have. If it's a little baby, I'll do less potatoes. If it's a big one, I'll do more potatoes. So I just weigh things out separately. I buy a chuck roast, I season it with salt, throw it in my crock pot. I pile on the carrot sticks. I just get a bag of carrot sticks. I don't like baby carrots, but use that if you like it. And then I add just chopped up potatoes that are like, you know, good inch-sized pieces, as well as 1 or 2 onions, depending on how much roast there is. And then in a cup of water, I mix together a brown gravy packet, a ranch dressing packet, and an Italian dressing packet, and pour it over and cook it low and slow for 10 hours. This only gets better as it sits in your fridge. Like day 3 of leftovers, so good. What I do is whenever I take the meat out to shred it, that's when I add it to my bowl and weigh it, and then I will just log in however many ounces of meat I want or grams I want of meat, and then log that, and then I'll add my potatoes, log however many of that I want, and then I just scoop over the carrots and the sauce to how I like it. And it's normally about 9 points for the bowl of roast that I have. On to dinner number 2, which is my daughter's favorite. This and shrimp boil are her favorite meals. So we have to like rotate them in every month. And this is gonna be a turkey spaghetti bolognese. I've rated my HelloFresh binder this week and just picked out some that I like. I make them more WW friendly by substituting turkey and reduced fat dairy for whatever full fat goodness they give you at HelloFresh. So this is a HelloFresh inspired meal, but they use chicken sausage. I cannot get chicken sausage in my area, and pork sausage is too many points for me. So no thank you, I just do ground turkey. If you can get chicken sausage, it's delicious. Use that edit feature like I said to edit it and add it into this recipe. It's really, really good. You also broil zucchini that you mix into it. You cook your pasta, you make a sauce using crushed tomatoes. So I like to buy the San Marzano, however you say it, style crushed tomatoes. And I like to buy the one that has basil and sea salt. But any kind of crushed tomato with Italian seasonings will do really well here. Because we're using so little ingredients, having the best quality will really make this taste even better. I like to use the high protein spaghetti, which is what I have in the Weight Watchers app. Then I'm gonna use the chicken stock concentrate, as well as some sour cream. Sounds weird, but it's delicious. And some Parmesan. And it's just a big bowl of yumminess. If you're hungry, you can add something to the side, but normally this recipe fills me up and I don't need anything on the side. But something like roasted broccoli would go really, really well with this. This, for how I have it written down below, it's for 3 servings and it's 8 points per serving. If you want that to be 2 servings, then it would be 12 points per serving. And then just double it if you need more servings. That does warm up really well, so double it, triple it just for leftovers so you can have lunch for the week at work, you know what I'm saying? That spaghetti is gonna take you about 35 minutes to make, so just so you have properly allocated time. Next on, we're gonna have a cheesy Mexican turkey rice skillet. I made this when my mom was down. She thought it was delicious. This is going to be 4 servings for how it's written down below, 9 points per serving. And you're gonna need a little bit more time for this one, about 45 minutes in time. The one thing I love about HelloFresh is the different sauces and stuff that you make to go with the meals that just really amplify it. So this one, you're gonna make a crema where you mix the sour cream, some hot sauce. I like the Cholula, use whatever you like. A little bit of water, a little bit of salt, and it makes a drizzle that you're gonna use at the end. You're gonna need a pepper, and I just wanted to point out, any kind of pepper will do. Use whatever you like. I like Anaheim, which looks like this, for these recipes, but I've also used poblano and it's been delicious. Hatch, if it's in season, is delicious. But if you don't like any spice at all, you can always use a green bell pepper. It will work just fine. Once you have your veggies chopped, you're gonna cook your turkey with all the seasonings. Then you're gonna take that out, add your pepper and your onion that's been chopped, cook that. Mix it together with some tomato paste. The better than bouillon, rice, some water, bring it up to a boil, and then you're gonna cover it and let it cook for about 15 minutes. I will tell you, I've made this several times. Sometimes it cooks in that 15 minutes and sometimes it does not. So if this last time it did not cook in the 15 minutes and I had to add another cup of water and then just let it cook for about 8 more minutes until that rice was tender. So just so you know that, I don't know why sometimes it cooks in 15 minutes and sometimes it doesn't. I know my oven isn't great, so I'm wondering if the burner is just sometimes it's higher and sometimes maybe it drops too low. I don't really know. But if you have the problem, you open it up after 15 minutes and your rice is crunchy, add more water, cook it longer. It'll turn out fine still. Once the rice is tender, that's when you're gonna add your cheese, and you can broil it so that cheese gets all melty. It's really good and very filling. Again, you can add a veggie to the side, but there are peppers and stuff in it, and I find it filling as it is, so I don't ever add anything to the side. I have it just like that. Not bad for 9 points. Next up is the gravy smothered meatballs. And let me tell you, these are delicious. This serves 4 people, and it is 10 points. But you need like about an hour to do this. I'm so sorry. This is what I'm gonna eat on my day off, because once I've been working all day, I don't wanna come stand in an hour in the kitchen to cook. No, thank you. But a day off, yes, I'll do that because I do like to cook. So a little extra prep on this one. So sorry for it. We're going to make mashed potatoes with some Yukon Gold potatoes, but use whatever potato you already have on hand. I like Yukon Gold because I feel like it's a very buttery, melty, delicious potato for mashed potatoes. I like to peel mine before boiling, but if you want a more rustic vibe or you're running low on time, you can just throw those babies in, cut them up and throw them in. You don't have to peel them. It's just not gonna be as smooth of a mashed potato. You know about mashed potatoes. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you know I get excited when anything about potatoes comes up. So I just wanted to talk about potatoes a little bit longer. We're going to make meatballs. I'm using a combination of turkey and beef. So this is one of those things, if you wanted to go all turkey, you can edit it in the WW app. But I like the richness that the beef gives you, but I wanted to lower the points a little bit. So using 10 ounces of ground beef, 10 ounces of turkey is a really good marriage for me in my meatball situation. We're gonna add some panko and other goodies to our meatballs, and we're gonna put those in the oven and roast them with our green beans at the same time while our mashed potatoes and our meatballs and our green beans are roasting. That's when we make our delicious smothered gravy with all the onion sauce. It all comes out ready at the same time, and you have a situation that looks like this. And you'll think that was a good use of an hour of my time. And then you ask your husband to do dishes. You know. The last dinner we have, they look unassuming. They're friggin' delicious, okay? They're called Tortilla Melts. Why not just a quesadilla? I don't know. I'm not here to name things. I didn't name this. But this is one pan cheesy chicken tortilla melts. And let me tell you, they're fan-freaking-tastic. Again, you're gonna need a green bell pepper. And again, you can use whatever one you want. So, cooker's choice of it. I am, again, using Anaheim. I love the sauces and stuff that HelloFresh uses. They just amplify everything so much with their sauces takes meatballs, you know, just it's a meatball into like a gravy, onion, smothered meatball. Yes. In this case, they do their magic with cream cheese and Cholula or whatever kind of hot sauce you like, and some sour cream, and then you spread that on your tortilla. For this, I'm using the Extreme Wellness, like these giant, bigger than my head size tortillas. So this is 2 points for one of these, and one of these will be plenty for your dinner. You're gonna take that cream, oh, I'm so sorry, I knocked you over almost. You're gonna take that cream cheese mixture that you make, smear it onto your tortilla. You don't have to use all of it for these 2 tortillas because this serves 2 people, and it is 11 points. It's worth it. It really is. If you have any extras, you'll use at the end for like dipping or smearing or whatever the heck you want to do with it. But then you cook up your pepper, and I'm using chicken breasts that are diced up. This is also really, really good with chicken thighs. So if you have more points in your day, substituting this for chicken thighs is delicious. I just don't have enough points in a day to make it worth it. The 11 points is already a lot for my dinner. So you're gonna cook the pepper in the chicken with some spices up. You're gonna top that cream cheese mixture with your pepper and chicken. You're gonna top that with some cheddar, fold it over, and you're gonna cook these suckers. Now, you can use I can't believe it's not butter or whatever the heck you want. I just use avocado spray. So I make sure that tortilla is really sprayed before putting it down into the pan. And then before I flip it, I spray the top of it. So as I put it down, it has that delicious avocado oil saturating the tortilla. But again, if you have the points, using real butter with this one is so good. This is just the tortilla melt for the 11 points. So with that, we're gonna have some corn and some refried beans for 0 points. So anything that I make that's higher points, I just shove some 0 point foods in there to make it more filling. This is a filling tortilla because as you can see, they're giant, but I do feel like I do need a little bit of extra something. So doing frozen corn, I'm just gonna cook in the microwave, and then adding that like chili lime or the nothing but elote seasoning from Trader Joe's to the corn. And then again, having the beans on the side. Taro beans also, I think they're 1 point or half a cup. Delicious. So we use that a lot too. That is it. That is our 5 dinners that we are going to have this week. Next week, I'll probably do a little bit more low-key stuff because all of this is taking some time. This quesadilla though, you only need about 25 minutes, which is awesome. Maybe 30 if you're really slow at cutting. Like if you have a really hard time cutting chicken up and stuff, maybe you'll need 30 minutes. But this one comes together really quickly, which is lovely. So I hope you enjoy these recipes, whether you have it this week or just break them up and have it throughout the year. I hope it was helpful to you, and I will see y'all next time because I gotta go get my teeth nice and pretty.